today, so I decided to take myself out a little bit, go to the forest, and I was surprised to find one of the trolls in the forest. It's at a spot I've been very many times and I never seen him. He's just a little bit down the beaten path. He's hidden in the forest and it's so cool. Well, I guess we'll have some tea, me and the troll. So, we have played in the snow, it's been nice, but now it's time for spring. I'm so ready. Well, I always am, but like for real now. We've had the snow that I wanted. I saw my forest covered in snow. It was great, it was beautiful, I loved it. Now that's checked off my list and I'm ready to see it in spring again. And what's more interesting, at least to me, is that I have decided that it's about time I start designing my spring cards. I've been procrastinating on them a little bit for a couple of reasons, one of them being the printing situation, considering everything is closed. But anyway, today we are starting. I'm going to start off with a little bit of reading about different spring plants that are local around here, because I really want to have a collection with botanical cards. I've been wanting to make those for a while and I'm never sure whether there's enough interest considering how many of those already exist. But since I have had a few people ask me whether I have any botanical cards, I assume there is some interest in it. So yeah, let's design some spring cards. Okay, so now I have a whole bunch of spring plants researched, studied and sketched, and I have probably way more than I need. So it's a good time to stop and take a second look and figure out what we are actually doing here. Right now, I don't have a very clear idea of the finished product that I'm trying to achieve, and I think it's about time that I figure that out. So what I'm going to do is scan my sketches, digitize them, and try and figure out some kind of mock-up for what the final product might look like, so I can see early on in the process whether it's worth continuing or should I change course or anything. Well, early in the process is optimistic estimation. But anyway, it's time to make things a bit more concrete so that we can actually head into the direction of getting those cards finished. So yeah, let's do that. Making cards, it's so hard. Let me show you. Which one is better? I don't know. I asked you on Instagram. You said this one was better. I kind of agree. I also like that one better. And then we have this situation. More traditional covers, less traditional covers. This one is easy. I like this one better. But like, are those good cards? I don't know. I mean, they're fine, but...
Do they need to exist? Are they good enough to exist? Should I add some text? What are they trying to say? Look, here's a violet. It's nice, pretty. I don't know. Maybe it's Easter card. Maybe it's a Mother's Day card. Maybe it's a Father's Day card. I don't know. Maybe it's all of these things. If you add text, it becomes very specific. If you don't add text, it can serve more purposes, but also it's more bland and impersonal and boring. Something, spring. I don't know. I really thought spring cards are going to be nice and easy because I like spring and I have a lot of ideas, but I don't know. Also, what size should they be? Should they be a postcard? Should it be a greeting card? Should I have one of each on paper? I can't do that. It's so expensive.
So once I stop questioning my entire existence and go back to work and make all the choices and clear up the composition, and it looks like I'm done, I printed all my cards, I folded them as they are supposed to be, so they look like little mock-ups, and I went through all of them, noting all the little defects and fixing those up before finalizing my file that's going to go to the printer. In some cases, the composition wasn't quite centered correctly. Here and there, I decided to change maybe a few small elements. For the most part, nothing mind-blowing, but it's always good to see things on paper before sending them to the printer. And I'm glad I didn't skip this step this time, as I usually do. So, I'm here to update you on the printing of the cards. On Friday, which was on Friday, it's now Monday, I went to the printing place and ordered the cards. It turned out that they have just received exactly the paper that I used with the other printer. It's recycled, but it's also silk, so it has this slight sheen to it, and it looks a little bit more luxurious than my usual recycled paper that I use, which, to be fair, I like the texture of a lot more because it has a tiny bit of texture while this one is smooth, but I think it looks a bit more luxurious, and especially for greeting cards I think it works better, so that's what I ordered. But there was another twist. So since I'm ordering greeting cards, you know, the ones that open like a little book, they need to make this sort of fold in the middle so that they're able to close, and it turns out making that fold is quite expensive. It was going to cost more than a half the printing cost, which I thought was insane. And it occurred to me, what if I do it by myself? Back in December, when I received my Christmas cards, a bunch of them came with bent corners again. So I bought this round corner tool to basically cut off the bent corners so that I can actually use the cards. Not all of them, but some of them. or band. And together with that round corner tool came this sort of board, I don't know what to call it, that can be used to make cards or make the fold of cards. It was basically like a card making set, which wasn't what I wanted at the time. I wanted just the round corner tool, but luckily now I get to use the other side of the set, which is the card making, bending, I don't know what to call it. And hopefully I can make it myself. Anyway, I told them not to do it, that I'll make it myself, and now I'm a bit nervous that I'll end up ruining the cards, but I think it's better this way. So that's where we are. I'm now waiting to be notified that they're ready and I can go pick them up. So yeah, see you later. I just got an email from the printer that the cards are ready and I can go pick them up. And at first I thought I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning and go do it then, but I'm too impatient to see them, so let's go pick them up now. So I just picked up the cards, here they are, and I'm just going to quickly open and show you what's inside and see for myself as well. But I think we'll work more with them tomorrow because it's getting dark now and you can't really see as well. But yeah, let's open them. Nice. Yeah, don't know how much you can see, but they're looking pretty great. The only thing is, as we spoke before, they are not folded in the middle, but that's something we're going to do together tomorrow. So it is now the next day and the time has come for us to fold the cards. I made a little trial yesterday with the card that was glued on the top of the box to basically help me recognize that it's my cards in the box. And I didn't do a good job because when you close, you can see, well, you can't really see, but the two sides don't overlap perfectly. There is a bit of a 2mm gap. That's quite a wide gap. And let's hope I do better next time, because all that's left is the real cards. There is no room for error here. And I mean, it's not the end of the world if I screw up a card or two, but let's hope it's not going to be more than that. The tricky part is to align everything properly and to make sure that the two sides meet perfectly at the other end. I've been procrastinating on this all day because it's the scariest thing I need to do today. And let's hope I do a good job. So we're done. I have folded all the cards. Well, not all of them. I actually folded about 5-6 of each. Because for one thing, I don't have enough space in my drawer. For another, I don't have so much time to now fold 100 or so cards. Folding took a little bit of learning. I did mess up 2 or 3 cards, but oh well. I have also packaged them all and they are ready to go. I've taken some quick pictures just to get them set up on Etsy, and that will be the next step in the process, taking some better photos. But I couldn't do that last week because the lighting was pretty bad. This week it's looking a lot more sunny, so I'll probably take some more pictures then. And I really want to take some of those more creative pictures in the forest, but for the time being the forest is still pretty dead. So that's probably going to happen once things start getting a little more green and fresh. And that will probably be the next video. I don't really know. I'm trying to put some more interesting parts in this video. I don't know if I'm succeeding. I don't want to make them all about me sitting and doing this on the computer, because that's boring. But anyway, I would also have to fold the rest of the cards, but that's not really a huge priority right now. So I pretty much pack them away so they don't take space in the drawer. And that's it for now. We're done. They're all up, available on Etsy, so make sure to go and check them out if you're curious to see what the finished product ended up looking like. Also tomorrow, and I think that might also be tomorrow for you, the next edition of my mailing list, the Goodie Club, is coming out, which means you will be receiving some fresh goodies, and among them is going to be a coupon code which you can use for these new products. And I wasn't quite sure whether I should do a percentage off or free shipping, so I asked you on Instagram and the majority of you said free shipping, so there'll be a coupon for free shipping in that email. But the only way to get it is by subscribing to the Goodie Club. The link is down in the description, and that coupon code will only be in the next edition. There are new emails every month, usually at the end of the month, so that to get you ready for the new month, and they're different every time, so I don't know what the next ones will be if you're watching this later, but anyway, check it out, it's free. Well, I would need your email, obviously. So I think that's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed following my process, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have fun!